In this board presentation, we will share updates related to SAISD Board Guardrail 1, Embracing Our Community. Specifically, we will provide an update on our advisory councils and committees, our campus advisory councils, and the SAISD Children's Cabinet. In SAISD, advisory councils play a crucial role in providing guidance to the district. The stakeholders participating in our councils and committees provide feedback via diverse perspectives and expertise that help us make important decisions. Our councils also ensure that we stay connected to the needs of our SAISD familia. There are currently a total of 24 advisory councils and committees, including 2 support groups with a total of more than 900 members. This slide includes a current list of active district-based advisory councils. In an effort to increase access and collectively promote our councils, the Office of Strategy led efforts to streamline participation in district-based advisory councils. This work includes working with various departments to create guiding documents that outline the purpose, roles, and responsibilities, terms of membership, and more. In addition, a unified calendar that lists all meetings, a single interest form to recruit new members, and a new advisory council webpage were created. All of this is published at saisd.net/advisory. The next few slides will provide an update from just a few of our advisory councils and committees. Our first update comes from the Black Educator Advisory Council, or BEAC, who recently chose to divide into subcommittees for additional focus. The Executive Council voted to focus on academics and community involvement committees. BEAC convened our top math teachers in the district based on their history of leading African American Black students to meets and masters on standardized tests. We're now in the process of setting appointments to record their teaching methods to share with other teachers. We also have a plan to convene the students who did well in math. In addition, we have started researching curriculum in organizations that have a track record of math success. The Budget Advisory Committee recently surveyed members on priorities regarding our district budget to be used for future budget sessions. In our upcoming budget workshops, we plan on incorporating the collective priorities of our budget committee. The Bond Citizens Advisory Council advises on the 2020 bond program and has been valuable in helping to guide priorities for bond funding, including supporting the reallocation of funds from consolidated campuses to high priority areas that include security, HVAC, and scope restoration, or scope that may have been value engineered out of the design phase in areas of critical need. The group has provided helpful feedback around the installation of artificial turf fields and will continue to provide input at key decision points in the future. Several of our councils and committees, including the District Advisory Council, Principal Advisory Council, and Teacher Advisory Council, have been providing feedback related to the School Performance Framework. The School Performance Framework, or SPF, was introduced, including the purpose and outcomes. Our councils will provide feedback that will be helpful for our next steps, which include creating a timeline, developing metrics, engaging with users, and creating a pre-populated working tool. Advisory councils have also been in discussions and providing recommendations related to a district cell phone policy. The Dual Language Parent Advisory Council reviewed the 80-20 model, provided feedback on program implementation and availability, and more. Parents requested more consistency with program implementation from campus to campus, including communication in Spanish for parents and the community. Our Gifted and Talented Education Advisory Council has been focused on a variety of topics, including professional development for teachers, demographics data, data disaggregation, our professional development plan, GT service model changes, and a GT observation tool. Our Growth and Development Committee, or GDC, is currently in a minor redesign phase that includes a refocus on the long-term goals of our district through analyzing data including enrollment, demographic trends, facility capacity, master planning, city demographics, housing growth, and more. This committee is currently providing feedback for additional areas of interest, and we are actively recruiting additional members interested in the district's long-term goals. In addition, a new GDC webpage will be launched at the start of 2025. This year, we launched the Operations Services Advisory Council, or OSAC. The purpose of OSAC is to advise the district on various issues related to the 4 functional areas of SAISD operations. Currently, the OSAC is providing feedback related to the facilities condition assessment and upcoming communication strategies. The Special Education Parent Advisory Council, referred to as CPAC, is currently working on increasing our membership. We received 75 applications and are currently working to add new members for January 2025. Our current committee drafted new CPAC bylaws and a communication goal to guide our work to improve communication and collaboration between schools and parents of students with disabilities. CPAC feedback includes providing better communication among campuses and parents, improving consistency of program support, and improving our website with resources for parents. The Student Advisory Committee has selected 3 topics of focus this year: mental health, teacher training, school safety, and cell phone policies. Beginning this spring, the district will be using a common measure to assess how campus advisory councils, or CACs, are functioning at every school. The measure is still under development, but will be in the field tentatively by March 2025. The measure will rely on staff from school leadership, the Office of Strategy, and the operations team senior executive directors to conduct the assessment. District staff will use the tool to take stock of whether the CAC is complying with local policy expectations, such as having the required membership, meeting regularly, and engaging the CAC in district and state campus improvement activities. The tool will also assess whether the advisory council is thriving. We will share the results back directly to campus leadership to use with the CAC so they can work together on improving how they work and on outcomes for students. We will also incorporate the results in the district school performance framework, where it will be one of the measures in Domain 4. The Children's Cabinet provided direct feedback to component owners on Always Learning Components 1 through 4 in November through an intimate update and conversation. The owners are using that feedback to help inform a refresh of their plan and make tweaks to projects in progress. The Cabinet also finalized its own member job descriptions to give clear direction and guidance for members on how to improve Always Learning and support SAISD. This concludes the Guardrail 1 board update for January 2025.